Hello students, welcome to CivicCentreIAS. As part of daily economy series, in this class we will discuss about recent RBI approval for one small financial bank to be operated as a universal bank. So if you look at the history of these small finance banks, it was way back in 2014 and 15, especially in union budget, it has mentioned about small financial banks. What was the purpose behind these small finance banks? The regular banks, especially universal banks, if they are unable to reach especially rural areas or unserved and underserved areas, obviously the financial inclusion will be done by these small finance banks. That is the primary reason behind the establishments of small finance banks. And in 2014-15, the RBI has given in principle approval for these small finance banks, but there are numerous issues also pertaining to these small finance banks, because a majority of the small finance banks, especially in India, 75% of their net adjust bank credit, NABC, net adjusted bank credit should be in priority sector lendings. So let's try to understand what is this small finance banks. The first one is for financial inclusion, where unserved and underserved areas will be catered. Second one, the minimum requirements for the establishment of this would be 200 crores as per RBI norms. Who are eligible to take these small finance banks? The persons or organizations which has an experience of 10 years or more in banking or finance. Right? Next one, net adjusted bank credit. 75% of their liquidity should be invested in priority sector lendings. So these are some of the basic features of small financial banks. AU Small Finance Bank secures first universal banking license. What is universal banking license? There is no restrictions on universal banking, just like your SBI or HDFC or ICICI in private sector. So the acceptance, deposits, whether it should be current account, savings account or fixed or recurring accounts, there is no restrictions on these universal banks. Second one, investments. You can invest wherever you want to invest. And if you look at this adjusted net bank credit, it has only 40%. 40% you should invest in priority sector lendings. Remaining, you can lend out to the market. And next one, it can be established foreign branches also. And it can act as a investment banker and at the same time bank assurance. About universal bank license, nothing but 1000 crores as minimum capital required. Second one, 40% of paid up capital should be kept for 5 years. 40% of net adjusted bank credit to priority sector lendings. That is the third one. Fourth one, no restrictions on banking activities. So eligibility criteria, just now we have discussed, right? Nothing but 10 years experience in banks and financial institutions, 200 crores minimum capital requirement, so these are some of the basic eligibility criteria for an SFB, small financial banks. So that is the discussion for AU small finance banks, which was recently has given a universal banking license under RBI's regulation. And obviously, these bankings and banking units were regulated under Banking Regulation Act 1949. While these small financial banks, especially when they were established in 2014 and 15, these were act as a public limited company under Companies Act 2013. After that, they have gradually shifted to universal banking license systems. So this is the first one. In last 1 decade, this is the first case of a small financial bank has been given universal banking license, because the net profit for the 2 financial years has been very good at this small financial bank, and at the same time, if you look at gross NPAs less than 3% and net NPAs less than 1% of their total assets. So that's why RBI has given universal banking license. So that is the discussion for AU small finance banks and its universal banking license. Thank you for watching class. Have a nice day.